Hi, this is Angelina from Sparkling Diva, and I'm going to do another pick a card reading for you. It's a bit at a weird angle, but I will show you the cards properly, so don't worry about that. Problem is my webcam, I can't use that because my computer is having a problem. Keeps switching off in the middle of doing stuff. I think my graphs card needs replacing. I suppose it just gets overheated and then the machine shuts off in the middle of a reading, so that's not really handy. So I'm back to using my camera again. And then of course I have to put it on a tripod, etc., so then you get these odd angles. I have 5 sets of cards for you to choose from, and each set has a Romance Angels card as well for your love life. So you don't really have to ask anything about love in that sense. It's just the reading itself is just one card about what message you need to hear right now, and that can be anything. Maybe you want to focus on love, maybe you want to focus on money, on job, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you choose to focus on, whichever set you choose, there's always a love card in there as well. I thought to do a different thing for once. I chose 5 cards from different decks, so you can actually choose a deck that appeals to you, but yeah, because I just was in the mood for it, I put items there anyway. So you can also use those to choose. I will show you the sets, so it's easier for you to make a choice when you see every set. Each set. I hope this is going to work out. It's likely going to wobble, so forgive me for that. I'm doing my best for you. So there we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Oops. And the numbers 1 have the rose, the numbers 2 have the droplet. It's not real crystal. Numbers 3 is a crystal from Wales, and this is the wild wisdom of the Faery oracle, so I thought it really goes well with that. And here a little dolphin, and this one has got a diamond shape. So please make your choice. I'm going to put the camera back, it's going to wobble a bit, and then I'm going to start the reading. Oops, let's see. Right. Well, let's see if we can. Hopefully nothing's going to fall over. The tripod I'm using also broke one of its legs. So anyhow, I'm going to move the cards out of the way. Then we're going to start with the numbers 1. And this is really handy actually, because I can now see in the camera whether you can see the cards or not. Your card, if you chose number 1, is exchanging gifts from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and that's really nice, a wonderful card, nice and rosy, pink, and just beautiful. It's just a beautiful card, and it's about the art of giving and receiving. The law of giving and receiving, actually, that's what it speaks of, and it means that at the moment for you, it's a really good time to do things. There will be a lot of opportunities offered to you, and it is letting you know that you have everything that you need to seize these opportunities, but that in order for you to make that work, you have to really know what you want to pursue. It has to come from the heart. Yes, and you get this law of attraction thing working for you. It's basically a message that you can do it, that you can really do it, especially if you really want it. If it comes from your heart, from your soul, then you can do it. But it also says that you have to be able to give and receive. So it means that it's not just a time of doing, being active, doing, but also knowing when to rest, when to just wait. And It says that if you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself and create an imbalance. So that's why you shouldn't just be active all the time. Do. You have to really tap into your intuition, your guidance, so you know when to take action and know when to just wait. And but it is a very a good time for you to start pursuing things that you really want to manifest, to bring them into fruition, as long as you bear this in mind. So that's the basically the message for you, which is really wonderful. Also means that when you give, you also get, right? That's law of attraction. Also almost like you reap what you sow. So if you are positive and are creating from the heart and pursuing things from the heart and from your soul, you will get wonderful things back as well, from other people, from situations, and not always in the same way, you know. It's not like, for instance, you spend $500 or whatever, that you're going to get 1,000 back. It can come back in other ways as well. It's not always the same, you know. Using money is likely not a really handy example, but sometimes it comes back in a different form than you'd think, so you must see that as well. Just the thing is that you start this cycle. If you start giving from the heart, doing from the heart, living from the heart, you also start receiving things, and then you start receiving things that also nourish you and help you and feel good to you. But you have to learn to also receive, and often we feel we can do that and we feel we do that, but often for many people, receiving is very difficult, really truly receiving. So that's your message. It's a beautiful message. Do manifest, take action, but also stay in touch with your intuition, so you know when to wait and also become able to receive. And then your love card is very soon. Clearly decide what it is that you want now, so that it can come to you. So if you are not in a relationship, then maybe very soon you're going to meet someone, or you're just going to have a really good time with someone very soon. And if you are in a relationship already, this could mean that maybe a really good time is coming up for the two of you. Maybe things have been a bit difficult, or you haven't had much time for each other, because of whatever, you know, children, work, and then maybe very soon there's going to be time for you, quality time for the two of you. So that is your love message. Also, again, for the love thing, even though it's not necessarily related, these two, be able to give but also receive, right? So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. I think this is quite an important message for you, regardless of the fact that it's a good time for you to now start doing things, to really pay attention to giving from the heart, but also opening yourself up to receive. I think for you, if you chose this, that's why you had the rose as well. Isn't that wonderful? Odd how that always works out. Really peculiar. So pay attention to that in all areas, not just love. I hope that resonated with you. Please leave me some feedback and likes if you, of course, actually liked it. Then I'm going to move on to the numbers 2, the ones that chose this card. And move the rose out of the way. That was for the numbers 1. You had the... It's also peculiar. Again, that always works out. And I put these items or crystals or whatever it is with the cards intuitively. I don't choose that. But this is about focus, and this is also quite focused. This diamond droplet, right? It's pointed. If there was, you could use it almost as a wand, you know, magic wand. sorry, this is about aspiration, it's focus, it's about the throat chakra. A sword upright is about hope. This is, let me get the booklet because I don't know everything concerning this deck, but this is a sword can also be used to cut away things that don't serve you any longer, or to cut through things that don't serve you, for instance stress or chaos, frustration, confusion. So maybe if you chose this, it's time for you to let go of a number of things. Just to have a really good look at what does serve you and what doesn't, and just let go of things that you know are not for your highest good. It is masculine energy. The sword, representation of masculine forces. It depicts the direction of energy, having the ability to cut through. In tarot, this is the air. It's also swords, right? It's air, which is connected to the throat chakra, communication. So you also have to be careful how you yourself communicate with other people. So don't participate in gossip and backlash and that sort of thing. Just stay away from negativity. Hold to your own truth and be honest. And always aspire to your highest good, because this is about aspiration, truth, and hopes and fears. Funny, I can feel my own throat chakra now. The low note of this card is all is not lost, look up. So maybe you feel that, if you chose this, maybe you feel that something was lost or that something is not working out, then this is the message that it actually is. It is, there is hope. You know, you just have to cut through things and make decisions about something. Make decisions. Clear decisions. And the cutting through really stands out. It's as if this sword has cut through these mountains or rocks here in the background. Because if this was one range still, then you can't see anything. You can't see what's behind the mountain range, and because it's split now, because there's an opening, you can see the sky, you can see beyond the mountains, likely, if the dragon were to move out of the way. So maybe that's the message, to really, really look at things that in your life, that are going on in your life, and what you have to let go of, what doesn't really serve you anymore, so you can, you know, clear clutter, and then this clears up a bit, and then you can see more clearly, and you got space to breathe. Also the fire, he's spitting fire, right? It also can be used, fire can also be used to cleanse, to burn away things that you know, that don't do you any good. But you have to do it with, not angry, but with love, so to speak, in touch with your intuition from the heart, because his tail, tip of his tail is in the water. Water is emotions, also intuition, and so, you know, don't do things in anger. You know, just be calm, and yeah, I think if you chose this, that there is something that you need to let go of. And if not, then you can start manifesting, because it's directing energy. And then you can, but I think, I do feel you first have to cut something out of your life. And then you can start doing things, and there is fresh air coming in, right, through this gap in these rocks, and fresh air can come in, and sunlight, and yeah, then new things can come in. Let's see, your love cards. We have, two came out. We have healing family issues, and we have deception. Well, deception is someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Well, I don't often use that interpretation at all. I actually always feel that this is just, well, self-masks, yes, which could be limiting beliefs, right? Just if you, for instance, believe that you are not good enough, then you start behaving differently. Then you put on a mask to feel stronger, to almost pretending, because none of us want to show our vulnerable side, really, especially not when it's painful. You know, when you have low self-esteem, you have low self-esteem. You don't really want to show that to the outside world. So we put on these masks, we start playing roles when we feel uncomfortable or with people that we're not really completely in our comfort zone with. And I feel that that card is about that. Of course, it could also be about real deception and someone lying and cheating, but I just don't like to stick to such negative interpretations, because I doubt that everyone who chose this is being cheated upon or lied to or doing that themselves. So I always try to look for a different thing that is more generally applicable, so to speak. And this as well, because that's why these tie in together so beautifully, because healing the family issues, of course, that could be that you need to heal family issues, that is a thing that keeps you from finding love, or that is, if you are in a relationship, causing a problem in the relationship. But that can also be, this card can also be about poor self-esteem, not feeling worthy, or about unhealthy family patterns. We often have these patterns in families, like for instance, women always falling for men who cannot commit, men that are emotionally unavailable, and you know, there's a gazillion of patterns like that. So it could be that is causing a problem in your love life that you need to work on in order to get it to work out better. And then it will be helpful if you indeed also drop the masks and be more authentic, dare to be you, to be really you. That will help your love life, whether you're in a relationship or not. I hope that resonated. Please let me know. And then I'm going to move on to the focus. Focus. All of a sudden, because of this diamond shape, all of a sudden, as I said that as well, right? When at the start, right? It's focus. This is like a wand, a magic wand, which then you also use a wand to focus the energy. So that could be a thing that you need to do as well. Focus on something so you can actually do it. Then you can also cut through any difficulties that are on your path. If you scatter your energy, it's far more difficult. So focus on what you want, focus on what you need to do, want to do, have to do. Right, numbers 3, we're moving on. Put these cards away. That's the Welsh crystal quartz. It's actually quartz. Let's go to this. This is one of my favorite cards from this deck, the Wild Wisdom of the Faery deck. Let's see if I can come up with an additional message. This is Beauty and the Beast, unconditional love. Well, of course, that can go for a relationship. If you asked about that, that's absolutely wonderful. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you didn't ask that at all. Maybe you asked about work or something. You know, it could be anything. Let's see the message. Consider that you can see with everyone you encounter a spirit being, someone who has that spark of soul life within them. Consider then that when your soul spark acknowledges theirs, you feel connected to divine love, which doesn't see species, race, creed, or distinguishing features. It enables you to then work and be with people who you may have once found difficult to be around. Unconditional love allows you to experience your own capacity for love, which is joyous and fills you with happiness. To dismiss, to be in retreat from others because of difference or cultural beliefs and stereotypes, is to dim your own internal source of light and reduce opportunities for friendship and love. So this is, if you chose this, then you already have that feeling, or it's something you should try to cultivate more, in a way be more accepting, more loving, because then you actually, well, what is said here as well, then your own internal source of light will also increase, and you will start to feel more loved as well, because we are all connected. So it could be that maybe you are judgmental, or you steer clear from other people with different beliefs, or based on whatever, beliefs, religion, species, race, whatever. But if you learn to see that there's beauty in everyone, really true beauty in everyone, you know, then and sometimes it's really difficult to get to that place. Sometimes it's really difficult. There's this, for instance, I have this girl that works in the local supermarket, and she's just, I don't know how to put it mildly, she's just a bitch. She's just a bitch. And then I was trying to stay in love, in a vibration of love when I saw her, when I came across her. She works there. I get to the supermarket, go there every day, so I saw her regularly, and every time I saw her, my own vibration dropped like a brick, and I don't want that. I want to be able to stay in love, on a high vibration, even when there's someone that I don't like. And I don't know why. There's just this weird, unpleasant thing about the girl, and recently I'm actually managing to now do that, and even have a short conversation with her, and that does feel better. It makes me feel better too. So maybe that's something that, I don't know why I'm telling you this story, but I suppose there's something in you in there that maybe you can use, or makes you understand better that this is not always about huge, big contradictions and arguments and stuff. It's just being more accepting and loving, and then you start to feel more love too. You will receive more love from others as well, but you will just feel more love if you are in that place, unconditional love. Of course, it can also pertain to a relationship, but I don't think that will go for everyone. And your love relationship, love life card is chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. So if you are in a relationship, well, then it's quite clear in itself, isn't it, the message? Then yeah, there is a lot of chemistry. Maybe things will get a bit more exciting. That can happen. These things go up and down in a relationship as well. There is a magnetic pull. So whatever is happening in your love life or in a relationship, you're always being pulled back together, like magnets, basically, because it's magnetic attraction. If you're single, then maybe really quite soon you're going to get this, meet someone and get that into your life. Now there was something else that just came up and now I've lost it. I don't know, I've lost it now. If you're single and you feel this pull toward another unattached person, then this card brings you a go-ahead green light of good news. Most likely the chemistry is mutual and merits exploration. In some cases, this card may mean that a lack of chemistry is a cause for relationship issues and personal discontent. If there was chemistry initially, it may be restored by devoting effort to the relationship. Passion, sparks and romance can be revived through playfulness, thoughtfulness, time together and caring gestures. So yeah, all in all, this is a very, very positive set. Both cards absolutely wonderful. Please let me know if it resonated with you. Then I'm going to move on to the numbers 4. And it's really good that I didn't do this with my webcam, because as we speak my computer crashed and is rebooting. Had I been doing this reading with my webcam, I now would have had a problem. You're going to hear the Windows sound probably in a minute. I'm sorry about that, I can't help that. Number 3, yeah, I can't remember now. Did you have the Dolphin or the... No, you had the Dolphin indeed. First, your card, absolutely wonderful. The Shekinah. I'm terribly sorry about that. The sound, the Windows sound. Let's see, the Shekinah is also a really high energy, very, yeah, feminine energy. And it's really high, really high energy. I love it. I absolutely love this card. It's so beautiful. The message is: unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. The Shekinah is a female aspect of the God particle or creation energy. That's what I mean. It's a really high energy, feminine energy. The feminine particle of, the female aspect of the God particle. She is more of an essence than a being, but has the ability to show herself in ways that we will understand. She is acknowledged in the sacred teachings of Judaism and also called the Sophia of Christ in Gnostic Gospels. She is a powerful female voice of spirit who is here to bring about equality and to help the world move on from the male-only image of God. She reminds us that God is all-loving and all-accepting. Whenever she appears in a reading, she points out the change-makers, the love creators, the gift-sharers of the world, who are here to unite all hearts around the world. And then the message is don't feel the need to hold back or dampen your spirit. It's a time to celebrate. There's a feeling of dance and joy around you at this time as you fully recognize your splendor. You are a sacred being who defies gravity every day just by being alive and brings a sense of balance and equality to the world. So in that sense, you don't really have to do anything much. You just have to be yourself, your true, real, authentic self. And the message really, is that don't hold back and don't dampen that. Don't dampen your spirit, your inspiration, and let it shine. Show it to the world. That's basically your message. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, and dance to the sacred rhythm of life. That is, oh my God, that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So it just comes down to being you. Tapping into who you really are, and just be you, be authentic, and let that out, let it shine, let it joy, spread the love, and that will bring balance to other people, to the world. Be you, the wonderful you. I wonder how that resonates for you if you chose this. Also playfulness, because you didn't choose that, but there was a dolphin there. Playful energy. Really nice playful energy. And dolphins, mustn't forget, I always say playful, but there's a lot more to dolphins. They're very intelligent. They're very wise creatures. and also a very, very high energy. Dolphins actually are here on Earth, on the planet, to help us embody the vibration of joy, and not the kind of joy that fades away when something bad happens to us, like when your car breaks down, or your computer starts rebooting like mine does. That all of a sudden you feel the joy leave your life again, and you get ratty, and no, not that kind of joy. The real kind, the deeper kind of joy, the state of being kind of joy that doesn't ever leave you anymore, no matter what happens. That you always have that joy, that loving joy in your heart, no matter what. Like reaching, it's very close to that actually, like reaching the levels of unconditional love. Unconditional love, you can't reach that unless I have moments of feeling that, but when you really are like Mother Mary and etc., the Ascended Master, Mother Mary, and Jesus, then you can hold on to that, no matter what. Well, I can't. I'm happy that I can feel it every now and then when I feel aligned, but I can't hold on to it all day long, 24/7. The dolphin's energy, the real dolphin energy, is similar, but then more related to joy. An unconditional joy, one could say. So this, also very high energy. I don't know, I'm babbling, but I felt, maybe that adds something, I hope so. For your love life, there's make the effort. Excuse me. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this is also sweet, I suppose, if you are in a relationship. Well, just make sure that you don't start taking them for granted. Not really all that bad, but often when we are in a long-term relationship, we sort of get in this routine, and the sparks have gone a bit, and but that might be the message, that maybe make the effort to spice things up a bit more, to get more playful, more flirty, more romantic. Maybe also a bit of this energy, the shaking energy, really being you, really shining your light, and maybe that will bring more life back into your relationship. If you don't have a relationship, maybe you should put more effort into finding love, finding this great partner. Maybe you've been thinking that it's not working out, I can't find the one I like, and all these things, and just make the effort. Make the effort. It's also loving yourself. You're worth it. If you want that relationship, then you are worth it. So then make the effort and do that for you. And just have fun. Enjoy it. Have a bit of fun with it. I hope that resonates. I'm going to quickly move on. I always get lengthy, even if I have a few cards per set. I don't know how I do it. If it resonates, please let me know. Also, if it doesn't resonate, it's then I learn from that as well. Share and like, and well, thank you for watching. And moving to the last set of cards, the numbers 5. Let's see. This is the Chakra. I can't remember. Chakra Insight Oracle. Grounding, nature, presence, practicality, stability. Grounding. Let's see. I only got this deck in a week and a half ago. I love it. I use it a lot for myself. It's often I just go by the keywords that are on each card, and it's so helpful, so insightful. Bring your presence to this moment. Honor what is. Anchor what you dream to be with grounded connectivity. Sometimes we can become so caught up in our projections of the future, or old stuff from the past, that our energy is just literally absent from the moment we're in. And our mind pulls us this way, your heart pulls you that way, but then your actions become unfocused and scattered, and they're not effective anymore. And like it's like this is a really wonderful example, like a tree whose roots are dug up each day. We have no chance to genuinely grow, build and create what we desire. And this card is an invitation to begin experiencing the energy of grounding by bringing your presence to the moment in the simplest ways. Like a good way to do that is, it usually happens by itself when we go out in nature. Then we are usually far more in the now. Excuse me. Letting go of worries and thoughts and concerns, and we're just enjoying our walk. If possible, walking barefoot is also really great. Also helps connect to the earth and the planet. And yeah, so it's about being grounded, being in the moment, being in the now, because that helps you feel more stable and balanced in your life. And it gives you more strength. It also enables you then to anchor your dreams into reality, what you want to manifest. So it's really important. It's really, yeah, that's what you needed to hear right now. So before you go sprinting down the path of far-off dreams, take time to be truly present with what is right here and now. From this place of balanced connection, you have the capacity to manifest great dreams and desires. Who reaches greater heights than a deeply rooted tree? And that is true, like an oak tree. You know, if an oak tree is about 20 meters high, its roots usually go 20 meters deep into the ground as well. And I'm really sorry, I've got a horrible itch all of a sudden in my throat chakra. Weird. In any case, I'm really struggling now. I'm sorry about that. If you want things to come true, if you want to manifest, it's very important that it's grounded in reality, in the now. Not dreaming about it. No, it has to be in the now. Be realistic. And enjoy it. Enjoy being in the now. So that is your message. Then I'm going to see the love card that we have. Wedding. That could be that there is a wedding that is affecting your love life. It could be that you are going to get married. It can also be that you are married, but it doesn't always have to be about a wedding or a marriage. It can also, this is also commitment, about a commitment. So, yeah, well, if you're in a relationship, that's pretty clear. Then I suppose if you're single, well, then you likely want a commitment. You really want that. Maybe you want to get married even, but you want this commitment, a long-term relationship. I feel it also, I've never had that before with this card. That's odd. Maybe because of this card with the grounding in combination. I don't know. I also feel that you should commit to yourself, to your own happiness, your own love, and love of self, worthiness, and you know, you first must commit to yourself, love yourself, and then you can have this love and commitment with another person as well. I don't know why that comes up. I don't think I've ever had that with this card, that I feel it's also about committing to yourself. So don't, in that sense, you could also say that don't settle for less. You know, just really, if you really, really love yourself, you are only going to commit to a man or a woman, right? That's also possible for the men watching, or for same-sex relationships. You would only commit to another person if you know that it really brings you something. You wouldn't settle for less if you love yourself, if you truly love yourself. So in that sense, it's really important to also be committed to your own happiness, committed to you, and then you can get this healthy interdependent relationship. Chances increase tremendously, at the very least. But maybe, I wonder if for a number of you who chose this are actually going to get married, or maybe got engaged because of the diamond. That's why I'm thinking about that. This diamond shape that came with this set. I'm thinking wedding ring or engagement ring here. You know, diamonds are a girl's best friend, so they say. I don't know, I've never had one. I wonder if that is true. Then please let me know. And yeah, that's it. The message is for you. I hope it resonated. And yeah, thank you for watching. And please leave me some feedback and likes. And if you feel like it, share and subscribe. And we'll see you again pretty soon, hopefully, with another reading. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Bye.